Friends, hi, hello, how are you? Welcome back to the Curvy E Chronicles. My name is Courtney and I'm so glad you found your way to my little corner of the internet. Friends, it is time for our January 2025 budget with me for the month. Wow, that's crazy. So, I've got my new planner printed out. We are going to jump all the way back to our monthly budget spreads. I already have started on my planners and have all this front stuff I still need to fill out, but it is the first, so that means it is time for a budget with me. I was technically supposed to put this up yesterday, but we just had way too much fun from the weekend and I didn't take the time to do it, so now's the time. So, like last year, we are going to start off on this side of things, and we are going to fill in, first of all, what month it is, because we are in January, which is crazy. Goals and to-dos for the month. So, you guys have not seen my goals video yet. However, it's coming. I kind of had to space some things out just with how our filming schedule or how our paycheck schedule is going to boil down to. So, my goals for this month. So, I want to read 3 books. I'm keeping a lot of it the same as last year, but we are going to work in some of our new goals. I want to walk 10 miles. I have a goal, you'll see, to walk more, so we're going to do that. And then, let's see here. I want to do 1 YouTube Live this month with you all. And I want to do... we're gonna leave it at that. And then to-dos for this month are finish filling in the start of my planner. And then I also want to add in some like bullet journal tracking sheets to the planner. I also want to organize my desk. It is a disaster from Christmas, and I kid you not, and get all Christmas decorations down. It is time, my friends. Down here in notes, I have my husband's birthday. So Cody is going to be 31. And then my sister-in-law, Abby, they actually share the same birthday, but she will be 25. And that, I think, is all she wrote for this side of the planner. So now let's go into what you're probably actually here for, our budget sheets. So I got a little carried away when I was trying to kind of pre-fill this out to give myself a little bit of time. So I already filled in some of this up here. So so January should technically be a 5 paycheck month because there are 5 Thursdays and that's when my husband gets paid. However, he took 2 weeks off, so we are going to be skipping 2 weeks of pay. So we are only getting 3 paychecks, and then I've been saving ahead of time to cover our month ahead bills. For that, and then a little bit extra to go towards like groceries and whatnot. So that said, we are going to be looking at $6,800 for our total income for the month. Let me zoom you out because we're going to jump down here to our bills. Okay, so while I'm filling out this part, I've gotten this question in the past, and I just saw it come up recently, and I have it on my to-do list, actually, probably while you're watching this, to get back to comments. Our rent is only $600. Now, we are very fortunate for that. It is a unicorn of an offer. We live in an old farmhouse, on a old farm, stead, if you will, and all of our entire rental agreement is on a handshake with an old farmer. He literally has us live here to pay the property taxes, and we have lucked out with the space we have. So we have a small house. It is a 1930s farmhouse that they have tried to update very DIY. It's not great. Also, we have run of about an acre, maybe 2, and then they farm lease the rest of it out. So truthfully, like, they don't care how much we pay. That's just what they've asked us to pay. We are hopeful that we will be able to purchase this place eventually. We're just kind of waiting for the right opportunity and hopefully to have our debt paid down enough that we can get to that. So just know that this is a unicorn of a rental payment. This is not normal for my area. We live in Eastern Washington, rural Eastern Washington. So this is not normal, but we are fortunate and are using this opportunity to not only pay things off, but also live a little bit of life too. Our power bill, I am going to budget $200 for this right now because we're in the winter months, and I want to say I got the notice and it's like $190. So yeehaw. Our auto insurance and renter's insurance, we budget $235 for that. That is an over budget. And then I'll put in those, I do know ahead of time, so I'll put those numbers in after we're all done here. Life insurance, this is my husband's life insurance. We are working on getting my life insurance. I just need to take care of some health things first. Nothing bad, just take care of that and get that done. So he has his life insurance of $110. This is my car payment, $330. We have the truck payment, $370. You'll see in my debt update for end of year and 2025, we have a goal to hopefully get rid of both of those this year. I'm very excited. We have a loan to my mom for $200. My husband is a union electrician, so we have dues every month, so $55 for that. Our garbage, we do set aside $40. It is paid bi-monthly, so every other month we pay that. Our internet, which is Starlink, so we pay $165 for that. Our Amazon Prime, we pay it once a year, but I do set aside $15 a month to cover it. We do have Netflix, $17. My Canva, so that I can do a lot of graphic designs and things. That's how I made my planner. I do some graphic designing for a few places that I volunteer for, and then I also use it for my thumbnails. My husband has Apple Music, and then we have iPhone storage for both of our phones, and we have our Hulu, ESPN, Disney Plus subscription, which is $24. Now, I did set this up kind of different. There are some changes you're going to see over here that we haven't normally included, but I'm looking at how this is set up, I think I'm going to move a couple of them over here for next time. They won't be part of our technical month ahead, but just to fit everything in the planner. So let's add this up really quick and make sure that we have saved enough to cover our bills for the month of January. For those that don't know, we are a month ahead with just our bills only. So these items right here, we are 1 month ahead. We save $600 a week to cover our bills for the next month. So let's add these up, shall we? Oh, right on the money. $23.90. We are solid. So that gives us $44.10 left to play with for everything else. Okay, the one debt that we are paying right in this first quarter, we're putting extra towards right now, or that we actually have to pay that's not included, this is our Costco City card. And I am budgeting, we're going to do $250 a week for this, and we're going to be, it's not a lot, but we have some other things. So we're going to kind of I'll show you guys in my goals and my debt update, and also my savings update. That'll be all kind of separate videos that we're going to be breaking kind of things down into quarters. Each quarter I'm going to have something we're going to focus on. So for this first quarter, it's not this card, but we are going to try and put $750 towards this. Now, normally I put more towards it, but that is because I did have the question of where's your gas money? Well, my gas money is we use our city card so we can get the 4% cash back. I am starting this year to really keep track of that a little bit better because I feel like I haven't been. So I am now putting that as a line item, and I'm going to keep better track of that and making sure that we are staying in a budget on that. So this is the actual dent I'm hoping to make on the city card, outside of, like Costco shopping or gas. The other thing is I don't plan to go to Costco in the month of January, so hopefully we should be all good to go on everything we have stocked up. So we will hopefully focus on the city card the second half of the year. We'll see how that pans out. Okay, so we have $36.60 left to go over here. So one thing that's new from my planner from last year is I have swapped the cash envelopes and sinking funds. Just in my brain, it makes more sense this way. So for groceries, we are going to be looking at doing $300 a month for groceries. That's roughly $75 a week. We will have probably a no spend week in there, or a very low spend. But because we're going to have 5 weeks, so technically we should be at $375, but I'm taking a little bit of the savings that we set aside for our month ahead bills to put towards this, to cover that. Cody will be getting $90. He gets $30 a week spending money. And then eating out, I do try to cash flow this. We don't eat out often, just every once in a while when they have big, like, lots going on in the day and there is something that I need to go out for, or I'm taking the kids or something like that. So eat out, I'm going to just put $20. I'm thinking about my calendar. Yeah, we're only going to do 20. We're going to call that good. Just because I think there's only one day that I'm going to be potentially out for like a marathon day where I'm going to be doing like all of the maintenance things. My hair girl is finally coming back from maternity leave, so we're trying to fit that in the schedule. So let's add that up really quick and see how much we have left. Okay. So we have $32.50 left, and my furnace is currently kicking on, so if you can hear that, I do apologize. So now we're jumping down to our sinking funds, and I did zoom in a little bit there. So some things you're going to notice, there are quite a bit more sinking funds than normal. The other thing is we currently are not stuffing our holidays envelope because we are trying to make dents on other things, and we are currently fully funded for all holidays up through the 4th of July. So quarter one, we're going to do some different focusing, quarter two, some other focusing, and then hopefully we'll get back to stuffing our holidays envelope in quarter three, which is when we're going to need it. So gas, we will be, so I'm line iteming this out now more than I ever have before. So gas is going to be getting, for the month, $480. Yes, that is a lot in fuel. However, my husband drives an hour and a half, two ways. He basically spends $100 in diesel a week. He has a, commuter car that's a diesel motor, so we do save a lot in the grand scheme of things. However, because the gas mileage is great, it still is costing us $100 a week, but he does get per diem, so in the paycheck it does cover it. So I know it's a lot. I don't need your comments on it. I know it's a lot. And then I drive my daughter to and from preschool every day because we do pay for a private preschool. It's technically a 5-10 minute drive, so not far. Costco, we are starting to set aside money to pre-fund our Costco trips. That is why I'm putting this now as a line item so that we can start having a better grasp on that. So Costco is going to get $375. I'm not going to do this in cash. I'm probably just going to stick this as part of like a transfer. Same thing with gas. We're going to obviously leave that in our account and or apply that as a transfer to our Costco card. And then miscellaneous, this is a new line item for us, just for anything that pops up. I found over tracking the last year and looking at things where we've overspent and used our credit card when we shouldn't have, kind of thing, and I know we need a miscellaneous category. So we're going to do $25 a week, so $75 for the month. Again, and that's only because we have the 3 paycheck month. If it were the 5 paycheck month, it'd be $125 kind of thing. Now, here are some new sinking funds. So I am adding in, and you'll see this in my binder revamp, which I think I'm posting next week. We are changing things up, adding in some more categories of things that we need that I've just tried to cash flow over the year, this last year. So household is going to get $15 for the month. Personal care, $15 for the month. Clothing, $15 for the month. Back to school, we're going to starting that now because my daughter will be starting kindergarten in the fall, and we will have to do school clothes and school supplies. So starting that now, Family fun is also going to get 15, and this is for the month, so that's $5 a paycheck. Date night 15, anniversary 15, gifts 15, birthdays 15. We are going to start stuffing family photos. I'm hoping I can get in a challenge or two to start really bulking that up, and then hopefully get those scheduled this first part of the year. So family photos is going to get 15. Pets is going to get 90. So that's still $30 a week. We're going to keep that up. Garden is going to get 15 as well. We are saving up to do our raised garden beds, so that hopefully this summer it will help save on our grocery bill. I do know we have some outdoor projects we want to start on, so that's going to get 15. Nails, we are going to do 75. Wax is going to be 45. That's typical for a month. Nails usually is 25 a week. Wax is 15 a week. I am a month, like an appointment ahead, but when it comes to days where I have, or months where we have time off, my husband has time off and we don't have money to put in there, I have to pull from that a little bit ahead. So, and then because I'm looking at scheduling a hair appointment, this is hopefully going to get $30 for the month. And then I'm hoping to get, and that might change depending on when she schedules me, just to make sure I have enough, but I'm hoping to finish a savings challenge to put in there as well. Then we drop down to the newest items on the docket. So we have our long-term savings and vacation. So, I know I'm going to probably get some judgment and heat for this, but my family and I, or not my family, my mom, my sister, and Claire and I are taking a vacation. It is a once-in-a-lifetime trip that we are going to the Kentucky Derby. So I have to start saving, not only to pay my mom back for purchasing the tickets, but also for while we were there and to pay her for our flights and everything. So this is going to be getting $1,500 this month, and then our long-term savings is only going to get $300. We ended 2024 really well, and you'll see that in our update. So I'm not super worried about our long-term savings, because my Q1 goal is this Kentucky vacation savings, because we do go in May, and I would like to spend the entirety of Q1 focusing on saving for that, so I don't have to worry about it come Q2 or last minute. So yes, that is a lot, but it's going to be, it truthfully is going to be like a once-in-a-lifetime trip, and I'm not going to be sad about it, and we will cash flow it. That's going to be my biggest thing, is making sure I cash flow it, and then go from there. I did have a question. Someone had a question in the comments about where's my phone bill, like my cell phone bill. So we have a deal with my mom. My mom is a saint of a human being. She helps us out here and there with different things, but we have a deal worked out with her and our family plan, and so that is not something that I include in our monthly budget. So just know it's there. It's something, we have a deal. It's again, not something I necessarily need to share. I am very transparent for the most part with my budget and with what we have, but there are certain things that I don't share just because. So let's add this up and see what we have left. One thing I did not add in here, sorry, my dogs were barking, so I just paused. There's probably a little bit of jump there. I didn't add in was challenges, because I wasn't sure how much we would have left after doing all of this, just with it being a short month. So after doing some math, and you can see here, and this is why I run a tape, is so that I can go back to it, make sure I added everything. So beyond, so adding all of this up, it ended up being 3135, so that left us with 115. I don't know that that'll all go into challenges. I may very well keep some of that in our buffer, but we're just going to put it in here for the zero-based budget, and then we'll figure that out later. So that brings this total to $32.50, and ultimately, oh, I grabbed the same dang pen. What am I doing? I try to color code things, and it drives me crazy when I don't do it right. Okay, blue is what's supposed to be here. So $32.50. So ultimately, that should leave us with a zero-based budget. We're going to see as we're going to come over here and do our final little follow-up and just check everything out. So If you are new around here, if this is your first video catching of mine and you've made it this far, we are not hard and fast monthly budgeters. We are hard and fast weekly budgeters. We use our monthly budget as a guideline to ultimately make sure that we are checking off goals that we are trying to set for ourselves. Gosh dang it, I knew I did it again. 7:50. I ain't paying attention. That's what I get for trying to multitask. Basically, I do this. I started doing this last year because I had not done a monthly budget in years. I'd done weekly budgets because that's how my husband gets paid. And it wasn't working out. Like, we weren't meeting our goals like I wanted to. So last year, we actually were able to meet all of our financial goals that I set for us. And we ended up being much better off starting out this year. Obviously, there were a few hiccups along the way, a few things that I wish we could have done better, but having this guideline has really helped. And then now I'm able to kind of see where we can adjust things and make changes. So we're going to do $32.50 to sinking funds, because technically they're all sinking funds. So let's do one more quick math addition and see if we zero out. And if we do, we're on rocking and rolling for the month of January. So let's figure it out. Look at that. Zero-based budget. Oh, as you see here, friends, we are in a zero-based budget, which is what I like to do every month. Also every week. It has honestly changed the game and how we do our finances, how we view our finances. The other thing is I've noticed that doing something a little bit like this has helped me maintain getting to my personal goals as well. So come back at the end of January to see our closeout, see how we did, see if we met some of these expectations and goals. Also, check back the rest of this month. We are going to have all kinds of new things. We're going to have a new budget binder spread. We're going to have updates for our savings and our debt and all those things. So my family is getting cabin fever at the moment, so I am going to say goodbye. I appreciate you guys hanging out with me. If you liked it, give it a thumbs up. If you want to keep hanging out, hit that subscribe button. And friends, as always, especially for this new year, let's start off on the right foot and remember to spread that kindness like glitter. Bye, y'all.